The existence of aliens have not just been limited to UFO sightings, but actual presence of them on the ground. Be it exploring the planet or prepping for a massive invasion, today's video will cover some of the most unexpected and shocking alien encounters that were caught on camera.
What? Get you something? Do you want a glass of water?
A leaked video shook the internet, revealing something NASA never wanted the world to see. Oh, two aliens kept in a dimly lit room. One slumped lifelessly in a wheelchair, while the other, smaller and seemingly alert, tried communicating. But no one could understand its eerie, unearthly language. Officials moved fast, silencing the leak and shutting down any further exposure. Where did these beings come from? How long had they been there? The biggest mystery isn't just what NASA found, it's what happened after the video surfaced. Were they hidden away again? Or did something even stranger take place? Forest encounter. Many search for aliens in the woods, but these soldiers actually found one, and they weren't prepared for it. Responding to reports of a UFO sighting, a military unit scoured the forest, their flashlights slicing through the darkness. Then, movement. A figure peered at them from behind the trees, its large reflective eyes catching the light. The creature moved cautiously, never fully revealing itself, almost studying the soldiers as much as they were studying it. What happened next remains classified. Did they capture it, or did it vanish into the night? Encounters like these are no longer rare. They might be preparing for something bigger. The Window Watcher.
Somebody's in the window, keep it up!
No, there's not.
Children see things we don't, or maybe they just notice things we ignore. A baby girl pointed at the window, insisting someone was outside. Her father, confused, flipped on the lights, and there it was. A pale, alien-like head staring straight at them. He ran outside, but whatever it was had already vanished. Was it simply watching? Trying to communicate? Or did it have a more unsettling reason for being there? Perhaps it was seeking shelter, or perhaps it wasn't alone. One thing's for sure. Next time your child says they see something outside, maybe you should take a closer look.
Don't go nowhere. Stay right here.
Interrogation secrets. Back in the late 90s, an alien got abducted and was stuck in some secluded spot for questioning. Tied to a chair, the poor thing was grilled non-stop.
Are you scared of me?
Are you scared? One of the officials taunted, trying to get a reaction out of it. The alien said it was a descendant of humans from the future, but insisted it was a whole different species. As they pressed it for answers about the universe's origins, things started to get tense, especially when its replies didn't quite add up. The officials' frustration grew, and they began to threaten it with more suffering if it didn't comply. The video cuts off there, leaving everyone wondering what happened next, especially to the alien. What secrets did it hold, and why was it so tough to get any clear answers? Glowing eyes. A lone camper sat by his tent, surrounded by the quiet rustling of leaves. Then, in the distance, two glowing eyes pierced through the darkness. At first, it seemed like an animal, but there was something unnatural about the way it stood. Completely still, completely silent. The eerie gaze lingered before the figure turned and slipped back into the forest, moving with an unsettling smoothness. The way it observed the camper suggested a presence far more intelligent than any wild creature. Whatever it wasn't just wandering through the woods. It was watching, and it left before it could be seen too clearly. The scratching.
Holy shit.
Every night, the same creepy sound filled the house. A slow, steady scratching at the storeroom window. At first, it was just a faint noise that was easy to ignore, but then it kept happening without fail, always at the same time. The homeowner figured it wasn't just the wind or some animal, so he decided to check it out. That's when he got totally freaked out. Up in the roof, there was a gray humanoid creature, maybe trying to escape or just hiding there. Whatever the case was, this footage sent shivers to those who watched it. Tell me what you think of it.
What?
Unfamiliar face.
Oh man, what is that?
For months, a weird feeling of being watched hung over a quiet house. Every July 17th, that feeling hit hard, like something or someone was coming back. The homeowner decided to figure it out and set up a camera. At first, there was nothing but darkness, but the moment he walked away, something strange happened. A weird glow lit up the area, like it was daytime in the middle of the night. Then, in that faint light, an unfamiliar face appeared against the window. Not human at all. The footage blew up online, sparking theories that aliens had been returning to that spot. If that's the case, they weren't just spying, they were definitely marking something. Crashed object. Walking through that forest, the last thing you expect is to stumble upon a crashed object and then to see this humanoid figure darting around. That's exactly what happened to one guy. The dude shone his torchlight on it, and there was this creature with glowing eyes, like something out of a sci-fi movie. It quickly retreated into the night and he followed, trying to figure out what he just saw. Then, again, the thing jumped on him and the video cut out. No one knows what happened after that. I mean, it's creepy to think about, right? Like, did it grab him? Did he just take off? Man, now I'm curious. What do you think went down? Giza UFO. A travel vlogger was capturing the breathtaking landscape of the Giza Plateau when his camera caught something unexpected. Between the ancient rocks, figures stood completely still, tall, gray, and eerily unbothered by their surroundings. Before he could process what he was seeing, a massive UFO hovered above them. In one swift motion, it ascended and disappeared into the sky, almost as if it had just delivered its passengers to Earth's most mysterious sight. The footage became one of the clearest captures of extraterrestrial activity. Were they here to study the past, or were they visiting something hidden beneath the pyramids? Whatever the case, they weren't alone. Trillions to count. Watching that interview with the alien definitely gives you the creeps. We are trillions in count, it was said so casually, like it was just another Tuesday. Then when someone brought up life on other planets, it just dropped this major bombshell. It's not miraculous, but a statistical likelihood. So the whole idea is that life on other planets is really just a numbers game. This alien was saying how life kicked off from some random mix of molecules, then mutated and evolved into us. Crazy, right? It really makes you think about how we're just some cosmic accidents all pieced together. Makes you curious about what other mysteries might be out there. Definitely gives you a new perspective. Lost creature. Way up in the mountains, after hours of hiking, a lone traveler thought he was the only living thing for miles. Then he saw it, a creature, hunched over, its skin pale and unfamiliar. The thing tried to hide its face, almost like it didn't want to be seen. Was it stranded, forgotten by a departing UFO, or was it hiding for a reason? The hiker couldn't tell, but one thing was certain, this wasn't an ordinary encounter. He backed away, his mind racing, knowing that whatever he had just seen was something not from here. Construction site. in an industrial area. A local was just passing through, not expecting to see anything unusual, but then there it was, a figure standing still in the middle of an under construction site. At first glance it looked human, but as it turned, its elongated features and large black eyes shattered that illusion. It noticed him, froze for a second, then darted out of sight. Was it looking for shelter, or had it been here for longer than anyone realized? The man didn't stick around to find out. UFO drop-off. Tourists at Stonehenge were expecting ancient history, not a live sci-fi event. But in the early hours of the morning, a UFO silently hovered over the site, dropping off 3 beings. They weren't the typical large-headed grays people always talk about. These ones were dressed, almost blending in. One held a strange rod, scanning the area, like they were expecting something, or someone. Were they investigating Earth's past civilizations? Or was this some kind of mission? One thing's for sure, Stonehenge just got a whole lot weirder. Siberian entity. Somewhere deep in the frozen wilderness of Siberia, something crashed, something not from this world. Authorities, tipped off about a possible UFO incident, arrived at the scene and found an extraterrestrial figure lying on the ground. It had a humanoid shape, but its features were far from human. Whatever this being was, it wasn't from here. When the footage leaked, the world lost it. People called it undeniable proof of alien existence and demanded answers. But of course, the authorities never said a word. No reports, no explanations. And somehow, we all know exactly what that means. Grave robbers. A group of grave robbers, while on their hunt, stumbled into the Nazca Cave in Peru, thinking they're about to score some ancient artifacts. But what did they find instead was a freaking blue alien just chilling on a rock. The footage they shot showed this alien looking all lifeless and kinda deformed, just lying there, hand frozen in place. They bolted out of there and posted that video online, creating a buzz that had people flocking to the cave. But wait, here's where it got even crazier. The next day, those curious folks showed up, and again, but this time, the alien was just gone. Like, where did it go? No one knows for sure. Cupboard visitor. A quiet night took a terrifying turn when a homeowner went for a late-night snack. The kitchen felt normal, until they noticed the cupboard door slightly ajar. Curious, they shined a flashlight inside and froze. A pair of huge, glassy eyes stared back, reflecting the light like an animal caught in the dark. But this wasn't an animal, as the figure raised its thin arms to shield its face. It looked more afraid than aggressive. Then, static. The video cut off. Whatever it was, it vanished without a trace. Just think, what if something else is hiding in your home right now? Doorway stalker. A motion alert pinged a homeowner's phone. Checking their doorbell cam, they expected a lost delivery or maybe a raccoon. Instead, they saw it. A towering, stick-thin figure loomed at the doorstep, its body shifting in unnatural ways, like it wasn't made to move in our world. It had almost human features, but something was off. The internet went wild with theories. A traveler from another dimension? A time-warped being? Or worse, an extraterrestrial quietly studying us? The video ended with the figure stepping back, but the real question is, where did it go after that? Building intruders. Aliens visiting Earth is one thing, but finding them inside a building, that's next level bizarre. 2 eerie figures were spotted through a window. Tall, thin bodies, oversized heads, and those unmistakable black eyes. They looked straight out of a sci-fi movie, except this wasn't fiction. Their long arms hung unnaturally low, as if their bodies weren't built for our world. Were they studying us? Looking for a way back home? Some believe they were left behind by a ship, stranded far from wherever they came from. One thing's for sure, if they're here, they're watching. The real question is, what are they waiting for? Phantom worker. Construction sites are known for loud machines and busy workers, but one camera caught something that didn't belong. A shadowy figure stepped into view, emerging from a locked door. only to vanish into thin air moments later. Before anyone could process what happened, the entity reappeared and, with an unnatural force, yanked the stairs as if testing its strength. Then, gone. No footsteps, no traces, just eerie silence. Could beings like this be moving around us, unseen? Some say aliens live among us, hiding in plain sight. If so, what are they waiting for? Roadside stalker. A lone traveler was out late when he spotted something unnerving. A tall, jittery figure lurked by the roadside, moving in a way that felt wrong. It didn't just walk, it searched, like it was looking for something. Some say it was an alien. Others believe it was something that had crawled out of the nearby woods. Whatever it wasn't friendly. The moment it noticed it was being filmed, it lunged. And just like that, the video cut off. Did the guy make it out? No one knows, but if something like that is roaming the roads, maybe it's best to stay inside at night. Lost footage. Some footage is old, some is forgotten, but this one feels like it was never meant to be seen. A black and white video recently surfaced, showing a strange, unnatural figure cautiously shifting its head, almost as if aware it was being watched. Was this an alien under secret custody? A failed experiment locked away? Theories spread fast, but the one thing no one could explain: why did the video disappear almost as quickly as it appeared? Whatever the truth is, one thing's certain: some secrets don't stay buried forever. Disguised diner. Area 51's mysteries just got even weirder. This time, an alien was spotted working at a restaurant. Witnesses claimed the creature was dressed like a regular employee, but something was off. It didn't eat like a human. It licked its food in an unnatural way, as if trying to mimic human habits, but failing miserably. Was this an alien infiltrating society, or just an experiment gone wrong? Whatever the truth, one thing's clear: if you ever stop for a meal near Area 51, take a closer look at who's serving your food. They might not be from around here. Doorstep visitor. It started with a simple noise, trash cans clattering outside. The residents figured it was just a raccoon or a late-night prowler, but what they saw on the doorbell cam made their blood run cold. A thin, humanoid figure with massive black eyes stood motionless, staring into the camera. It wasn't human, it wasn't an animal, and worst of all, it wasn't leaving. For a moment, it almost looked like it was pleading, as if it wanted inside. But why? No one dared to open the door. Was it lost? Or was this something far more sinister? If this happened to you, would you let it in? Uninvited guest. Late at night, when the world was asleep, one homeowner felt an unsettling presence. It wasn't just paranoia, something was outside. Peering through the window, he locked eyes with a gray humanoid figure. It stood there, unmoving, its gaze locked on the house as if observing something or someone. Was it gathering information? Was this part of a larger mission? The idea that these beings could be watching, spying, raises a terrifying thought. If they're already here, silently lurking in the dark, what are they waiting for? And more importantly, what happens when they finally make their move? Railing watchers. A home security camera picked up something chilling. A thin, hunched figure lurking behind a railing, its body too long, too unnatural. It seemed to be watching the house, its movement stiff and alien-like. Then, out of nowhere, another figure sprinted past, its form barely visible before vanishing into the night. The first creature hesitated, then disappeared as well, leaving nothing behind but grainy footage and a lot of questions. What were they looking for? Why did they run? Some say they weren't expecting to be seen. Whatever they weren't human, and they weren't alone. Restricted encounter. Near a highly classified military base, an officer on patrol heard a noise. Something wasn't right. Following the sound, he reached a dimly lit room and slowly pushed the door open. And then, he saw it. A tall figure with a stretched out skull and deep, hollow eyes peered back at him. Panic set in. The camera shook violently before the footage abruptly cut off. What happened next? No one knows. The officer's fate remains a mystery, and the being he encountered still unaccounted for. One thing is clear: some things inside Area 51 were never meant to be seen. skeletal intruder. Doorbell cameras are meant to capture deliveries, not nightmares. But one family's footage revealed something terrifying. In broad daylight, a skeletal figure with an oversized head and hollow eyes appeared at their doorstep. It stood unnaturally still, peering inside as if searching for something or someone. Before they could react, it was gone. No trace, no reports. Just a lingering fear that whatever it was might return. Did it simply disappear, or did it find what it was looking for? One thing's for sure, you'll be double checking your security footage tonight. Forest warning. Some explorers seek adventure, but what if the adventure finds them? One man ventured into a dark forest, expecting nothing more than the rustling of leaves and the chill of the night air. Instead, he was met with something impossible, a gray, alien-like figure standing right before him. It made no sound, no sudden moves, just a simple nod as if warning him to leave. Then, another figure peeked from behind a tree, silent and watching. Some said they were guarding something and observing him. Or maybe it was just another sign that these visitors are appearing far too often. If they're here this much, what are they planning? Share your thoughts down below. Silent observers. A quiet neighborhood, a backyard fence, and 3 eerie figures standing completely still in the shadows. They didn't move when the dog barked. They didn't react when the camera caught them. They just stood there. Were they aliens? Dimensional travelers? Secret government experiments? Whatever they weren't normal. The chilling part, they didn't seem afraid of being seen, almost as if they wanted to be noticed. Are they studying us, waiting for the right moment, or have they already made their way into our world without us realizing it? If they were in that backyard, how many more are out there, unseen? The Watcher. A quiet moment with a beloved pet turned unsettling in an instant. A man was holding his cat when it suddenly froze. Its eyes locked on the window. Outside, just for a second, a pale face with large black eyes appeared. The figure didn't linger. It vanished the moment it was noticed. By the time the man turned to see what had startled his cat, there was nothing left but an eerie silence. The fleeting nature of the sighting left him uneasy. The cat had seen something unnatural, something that didn't belong, and if it had been watching once, it could return again. Broken puppet. Strange footage has popped up online lately. In front of an old abandoned house, people caught an eerie figure lurking in the shadows. At first, you might think it's just someone hanging out there, but then you notice something really creepy. The thing had a head that was way too big for its body and moved in ways that felt totally unnatural. Some folks even said it looked like a broken puppet, controlled by some weird force. The video blew up online, making everyone rethink what we know. Are we truly alone out there? Or have these beings been chilling right under our noses? In the living room. The leaked footage showed something super weird. A strange creature was just chilling in a living room. With its big head and skinny body, it looked nothing like anything we've ever seen on Earth. But what was it doing in a house? People started to think this place could be a government safe house, kinda hidden in plain sight. Maybe it's where they were stashing alien visitors away from prying eyes. The creature looked almost at home there, like it had been living among us for ages. Then the video just cut out and a ton of questions popped up. How many more houses like this are out there? Are there aliens living in regular homes all over the country, kept secret by folks who want to protect them? Alien Gray. Strange noises were echoing outside a house, and the homeowner was fed up with being scared, so they decided to set up a camera to catch whatever was out there. What they recorded that night left them totally freaked out. There it was, a gray figure right at their door, just like those aliens you see in movies. Its huge black eyes seemed to gaze straight into the camera. Now everyone is wondering, was this just someone messing around with an awesome mask? Or did this homeowner actually capture proof that aliens are visiting Earth? Mysterious visitor. Social media lit up with another terrifying encounter. Just a few blocks away, another witness had spotted the same mysterious visitor. It had been standing there, motionless, staring through the window. But here's where it got even stranger. The timing matched perfectly with our previous witness. Same late night hours, same behavior, same chilling presence. Some theorize these beings weren't just observing anymore. They were trying to tell us something. But what kind of message came with such unsettling methods? Those who witnessed it said one thing was clear. This visitor wasn't done making appearances. The question wasn't if they would return, it was whose window they would appear at next. Captured. In 1991, a wild video leaked to the public that showed an extraterrestrial being restrained and interrogated in a secret facility. The alien looked weak, struggling to communicate telepathically. Its vulnerability to Earth's atmosphere was all too clear. The video showed the creature behind a glass divider, indicating a highly controlled environment to protect it. Its natural habitat was probably germ-free, and the facility's setup reflected that. The release of this video, coupled with the slow trickle of information from medical personnel, led many to believe that the government was secretly collaborating with aliens, but not spilling the beans. What do you think? Was it just a crazy conspiracy, or is there something more to it? Alien in the truck. A man sat in traffic, idly recording the road ahead when he caught something strange on camera. In the back of a moving truck, standing completely still, was a small, alien-like figure. It didn't move, didn't react, just remained there as if waiting for something. The truck driver either hadn't noticed or was knowingly transporting the creature to an unknown destination. Before anyone could get a better look, the vehicle sped away, vanishing into the distance. Authorities were alerted, but no official response followed. With each passing day, more sightings like this surfaced, proving that something or someone is being moved right under our noses. The captive being. Leaked CCTV footage from October 3rd, 2008 revealed something shocking. A small, alien-like creature locked inside a dimly lit room. The figure moved anxiously, inspecting its surroundings, occasionally glancing at the security camera as if it had never seen one before. It paced, restless, its movements growing more desperate with each passing second. This wasn't just any room, it was a hidden facility, and this being was being held captive. The footage went viral, spreading worldwide, yet authorities never acknowledged its existence. If this was real, then someone out there was keeping secrets far bigger than anyone had imagined. Pipe creature. A group of workers was sent to clear debris near a large water pipe. At first, everything seemed normal until one of them spotted something unusual inside. A figure was hiding in the shadows, small and motionless. Assuming it was a person, they called out. But when it finally peeked out, they saw its gray skin and large, dark eyes. It wasn't human. The workers froze as the creature stared back, its presence more unsettling than any wild animal. Perhaps it had been left behind, waiting for something or someone to retrieve it. Realizing they were in over their heads, the workers backed away, leaving the mysterious being undisturbed. Forest being. Looks like the aliens seen at the Giza plateau have now made their way into the woods. A farmer was taking a stroll through the dark forest when he spotted some weird figures hanging out behind a tree. At first, he thought it might be a local worker, but then he realized they looked just like the aliens everyone's been talking about. These beings might be checking out new spots, possibly looking for hidden places away from humans to carry on with whatever they're doing on Earth. He quickly backed off, figuring it was best not to get mixed up in whatever they had going on. Caught intruder. For decades, Area 51 has been the center of every alien conspiracy out there, but this time, it wasn't just theories. Someone had footage. An old video resurfaced, showing an alien-like figure, motionless, tied to some kind of support. Officials claimed it was caught sneaking into a restricted area, but why? No one knows. But what's clear is that something got in, or tried to, and the government made sure it didn't get far. And if they caught this one, how many others have already slipped through undetected? Aggressive alien. While searching for a thief who had run into the forest, the police stumbled upon something way more surprising: otherworldly beings. These creatures were hiding behind rocks, but the officers managed to snap some photos. They looked just like the aliens we see in movies, but this time, they weren't scared at all. Instead, they seemed ready to throw down. Furious at being spotted, they aggressively moved toward the officers. In all the chaos, the cops lost control of the camera. What happened next is a total mystery, since no one ever found out the details. White House. A blurry video, shaky but undeniable. Right near the White House, a strange figure stood in the shadows. Thin, gray, with that unmistakable oversized head. At first, people thought it was fake. Another hoax, but something about the way it moved. It was too real. Some say it was watching, protecting something. Others think it was waiting. For what? No one knows, and the government? Dead silent. Whatever was in that video, it wasn't just a trick of the light. It was something else. Something that wasn't supposed to be seen. The alien autopsy. A grainy black and white video from the past has resurfaced, claiming to be proof of the infamous Roswell UFO crash. In the footage, scientists hover over a stretcher, performing what looks like an autopsy. But here's where it gets disturbing. The being on the table wasn't dead. It wasn't even unconscious. Its large, unblinking eyes scanned the room, silently taking in every detail. Were they trying to study it, or was it studying them? If this footage is real, then the alien left that table knowing more about humans than humans knew about it. The secret meeting. A man stood in the middle of an empty road, talking, but not to another human. The video shows him casually speaking with a tall, alien-like figure, completely unbothered, like this was just another day. Did he summon it? Was he under some kind of mind control? The conversation wasn't aggressive, it was almost normal, which is terrifying, because that means this wasn't their first meeting, and if people are already speaking with aliens in broad daylight, the real question isn't if they're here, but how long they've been watching. Beneath the car. A peaceful drive turned into something straight out of a nightmare. A family was cruising down an empty road when the driver noticed movement beneath the car. At first they thought it was an animal, until it looked up. A gray, alien-like figure peeked out, clinging onto the undercarriage like it had been following them. Why? No one knows. Maybe it was guiding them somewhere. Maybe it had darker plans. The family didn't wait to find out. They hit the gas, speeding away, but that thing had gotten under once. Who's to say it couldn't do it again? Open discussion. Back in 2006, in Pensacola, Florida, a local was sound asleep, totally unaware that his camera was quietly recording something pretty creepy. Out from behind an open door, a really thin and strange figure peeked out. First, it was just a flimsy leg, so skinny it seemed unreal. Then came this elongated head with blank eyes. Eventually, the whole thing stepped into view, looking a lot like the classic gray alien you often hear about. The weird part, he never actually woke up. This wasn't his first run-in with something like this either. A lot of people who talk about alien sightings say it usually starts when they're kids and keeps happening, like some kind of invisible force just won't let them be. What are your thoughts on this? Share them down below.